I hardly slept a wink last night.
Me too. Things just kept going over and over in my head.
Well, at least we've got an alibi for you.
What do you mean?
My parents are away, so they won't know that you didn't stay at mine when it all happened.
Yeah, and Bill hasn't got any family, and Nan was his only friend in the world.
Well, I suppose that's a start. Well, also, you know how strange things were with your neighbour and how she's gone missing? Is it Mrs. Letchford?
Mrs. Letchford?
Yeah, if the police start to ask questions, we'll throw them in that direction.
My God, yeah, really brainy. I wouldn't have thought about things like that.
Don't tell your nan about it, though. She'll probably send you straight to the police. Now, we've got to think of a way to get rid of the body. We can't have any evidence in this house. We need to clean everywhere.
Hello? Tammy, I'm sorry I forgot to meet you. All right, I see. Yeah. Okay, I suppose I'll be okay. See ya. Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye.
Don't tell Tammy, will you? You won't tell her?
No. Yeah, she couldn't make it yesterday. Was held up in the studios, but she's here now in Thatch Close. She's going over to the park and wants me to meet her.
Oh, yes? Well, I think you should go. You've got to act as normal as possible. You go, and I'll try and think of a plan.
I checked the place over and I've spotted the cameras and the exits.
Oh, I can't believe you talked me into all this. I really can't. I really can't believe it. She's driving me up the wall at the minute. I don't...
Yeah, but you bloody love me for it in the end, won't you? Now, what about your wig? You going to try it on?
Yeah. I've got all that. I've got all that. Don't worry. Have you checked on how we're going to get those pistols?
Yeah. It's over the net. It's going to be hard for them to trace it, and we won't be on any bloody security cameras in the shops, will we?
Good. Well, let's get started with the rehearsals then. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing I'm not too sure about, the roof. We'll just have to hope for the best up there. I did check inside, though, and it looks pretty easy.
Oh. Sasha?
Shh. Is the coast clear? Is it?
The coast? The coast?
Is anyone there, you friggin' twat? Is there?
No, only me. Tanya will be here in a minute, though. Funny though, that you mention her. Why were you hiding? Never mind. Anyway, she's been slagging you off something chronic since you've been away. She has. She doesn't like you, Tammy. Well, she wouldn't. She wouldn't. Well, she's shitting well has. She's gone loopy too. Too much wacky backy and all that. She's attending appointments with a bloody head shrinker. She told me and Ross you become a lesbian and all that. Well, she wouldn't say that sort of stuff. She wouldn't. Well, get used to it, because she did. And she also said you slept your way to stardom, which I think's really wrong, because you've really done well. I mean, look at you. You look $1 million. You really do. Why would she say that? I don't believe it. Tanya's told me not to trust you anyway. Well, then I suppose there's no bloody point in beating around the bush, is there? What do you mean? Bitch, you stuck-up little bitch.
Can I help?
Let's make this quite clear. I'm only here as it's the only salon in the village.
Right, well, I can see that. Now take a seat and I'll be right over. Tea, coffee or wine?
None. I want to be out of here as soon as possible. who have we here and what can we do for you? What could we... Oh. Just one more bottle of wine and I can sort my life out. Oh! 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 I've changed my mind. Oh.
What did I say? I don't know.
That was her. That was...
What, who?
No, that was the woman that run me down. Ouch! Ow!
It will hurt for a bit. It's antiseptic, so...
She's getting worse, that cow. She is.
She's always been a bad apple, that SASHA. Saying I've said all those things. She's always tried splitting me and my friends. She wants me to herself so she can manipulate everything.
So you do know then? Have you heard my record? Did you hear it?
Of course I've brought it, yeah. But I've recorded it off the radio. Well, we love it, don't we, Ross? Well.
Yeah. Is it really your own voice? I thought you might ask. Well, you see, they wanted it to sound slightly more fierce than my own voice. This guy called Jamie, who was also a pop singer, came into the studio and my label wanted him to do a duet song with me. I wasn't too bothered because I'm still getting a huge amount from writing it, but we decided in the end to sing together.
Oh, right, I'll sing, yeah.
Things aren't going too well at home. I came back to find out that they weren't thinking of my success and they kept going on about Dad's disappearance. Oh. What? Oh, really? Yeah, just like me, the UFO has taken him away to do tests on him. I hope they're bringing him back like me, though, because a few of the aliens aren't too nice. They talk of using us for food and eventually they want to take over the world. I don't believe in all that stuff. It's true. Now, they've been hovering over Thatch Close trying to pick out their victims, and one by one they're going to do tests on us, and then the leader of the spacecraft will decide our fate. Oh, you should be writing books for kids, I think. No, it's not a joke or a story that I've invented. It's true, and soon we'll all realise it. I'm just lucky they let me go. I couldn't believe it when they let me go off of that horrible spacecraft. I've just been investigating further into Mrs. Letchford's disappearance. Is Mrs. Welsh around, is she? No, she's popped out, probably to get some more booze, I expect.
Maybe you could help. What do you know about the disappearance, yeah?
Not a lot, really. See, I've been busy in the city. I only come down last night for the party at Hair Flare Salon, but Mrs. Letchford worked at the company for years, but it was burned down to the ground when a bomb was planted there. Yeah, it was terrible.
Sorry to hear about that.
Just how friendly was Miss Welsh and Mrs. Letchford, then? I don't know where this conversation is going, officer. I don't.
OK, it's just basic questions I've got to go through just to get a bigger picture. All right.
Well, they didn't get on at Maxwell's, that's for sure. Say, Maxwell's. You say Maxwell's? Yeah, Maxwell's, mine and my husband's company. Right, so they didn't get on then? Not one bit. Petal was too far ahead of Maria. See, Maria only worked for the reception area on the ground floor, whereas Petal was coming up in heaps and bounds working her way up through the departments, and she only had been there for a few years. Maria was coming up for 10, and she was still working at reception. I mean, there was that time where Kathy Collins bended the rules and put her own career on the line and allowed Maria to fill in for her while she lost her job. They were both corrupt at times.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember the day clearly Maria and her came up with that statement. They used our company's legal papers and changed things around to make it confuse us and to allow Maria to take Kathy's seat. I mean, I can take my hat off for their intelligence. Peter and I couldn't make head or tail of what we were handed. In the end, we allowed them to go through with it. It wasn't long, but certainly wasn't right. I'd say it was fraud, and Peter and I were the dummies stuck in the middle. I'm glad we had this talk. Maybe I'll get back to you, Mrs. Franklin. Yes? I'll be all the help I can, officer. Of course.
So I sold